Hey, what's up guys? My name is Anand and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about key digital marketing metrics that you should be tracking and reviewing before you start the new year. So before we get into the things, I want to wish you a very happy new year, and I really hope all the digital marketing efforts in 2022 are successful. You get more leads, marketing qualified leads, and generate revenue that you expect from this year. So let's get started and let's review some of the key metrics that you should review and analyze, and then help you make better decisions in terms of what are the strategies that you should be looking at for 2022. So right now I have logged into my Google Analytics account, and typically the first thing that you should be reviewing is which digital marketing channel has performed well in 2021. And depending upon that, you can decide whether you have achieved your goals, if it's on track, or if there are certain things that has worked out well, and few other things. So the first thing that you can do is log into your Google Analytics account, and then here what I have done is I have selected the date range from January 1 to December 31st, and then I'm comparing it to the exact same time the previous year, so 2021 versus 2022. And after I have selected a date range, I have gone into acquisition and then source medium. The reason I want to highlight this particular section is it helps you understand which channels are driving traffic to your website, how are the users spending time on your website from those channels, and if you can make better decisions based on that. So source medium is a very critical way to analyze your website performance. Okay, so once I have done selecting source medium, as you can see, there is a lot going on over here, and clearly you can see the blue line is the one from last year, which is 2021, and then the orange line is from 2020. But something interesting happened like in July, and this is specific to my website because I want to show you how you can think about while you're analyzing this data. As you can see, there is a sharp drop over here, and this is where you need to figure out what exactly happened, right? If something happened while you are reviewing this data, and if you see sudden changes, if it's a massive drop or it's a massive spike, that's when you need to focus and figure out what caused that anomaly, or why did your traffic go down or up. So for me, this is when I deleted or unpublished a bunch of pages from our website. Now, it's a pretty good tactic. It's basically, you don't want to carry excess baggage or dead weight behind you, right? The same goes for any website. If there are blogs that are not performing, if it's underperforming, or if it does not even have any chance to rank, then the best part is you either consolidate them, which means combine those blogs and make one good blog. You straight away unpublish them, or you update them, right? And I decided to unpublish a couple of pages from my website. They were driving traffic, but that's not what I wanted. And to be specific, it was guest post on my website. I didn't want, so I had published a page about allowing people to publish on my website, which is guest posting. And then later on I realized that it's a horrible tactic to do that. When you become a brand, when you want to really focus on quality, you don't want to depend on third party content to drive traffic to your website, right? If initially you are wanting to rank for keywords and you're establishing your domain authority, maybe it's a good tactic. I wouldn't suggest. That is why I decided that I'm no longer going to accept guest post on my website. So I unpublished it, and straight away my traffic went down because that page was getting tons and tons of traffic. I was getting so many inquiries that, hey, I want to publish on your website, this and that. So that's again another tip to share. But anyways, I unpublished a bunch of pages, and that's why the traffic declined. Then as you can see, you see this massive spike over here, 3000% change. Well, clearly there was nothing happening during that time, and still I got a bunch of traffic. Now this is typically a case when you get bot traffic, and it's very common to get bot traffic from multiple sources. So that is exactly what happened. So you should actually exclude them from your year-end review metrics or performance metrics and so on. So exclude these kind of uncommon things. Now as I scroll down, you can see you need to review the different channels from where you get traffic. So for example, Google Organic, again, that's a great metric to analyze. That shows you how much organic traffic you're getting. Baidu Organic, Bing Organic, Facebook, YouTube, basically this is where you will get to see all the different channels that is driving traffic. Now overall, something to keep in mind is how much users did you acquire and what was the percent change, right? So for me, I had an increase in 23%. In spite of unpublishing a bunch of non-performing pages, I still got like pretty good increase in users, new users, and the sessions went up. So overall, it's a pretty good improvement. Now if you see something different happening on your website, you need to figure out like why it's happening and why those users went down or up, right? The other metric to look at is the actual behavior of that traffic. So bounce rate is like how many people came to your website and then they bounced off. Again, it's a good metric to track because it will give you how valuable your content is, right? You want to retain your users on your website. You don't want them to leave immediately. Pages per session, again, you want them to browse more number of pages on your website. So that's again an important metric. Average session duration. So if they spend your blogs time reading your blogs, then obviously they will spend more time. So try to think about ways to increase these metrics, because these are all good signals for Google to increase your rankings and display your website's results on the search engine results pages. I don't have an e-commerce store, so these metrics are zero, but again, if you have a Shopify store or if you sell products, these are all important metrics. For example, conversion rate, transaction, and revenue. So again, what this page does is channel-wise breakdown of your website traffic, how it performed, and compare that with previous year. Now, I would suggest starting off with this, because you will get to know where you want to, basically focus for 2022, and then based on that you can try to decide like, hey, I want to focus more on the organic side, I want to focus more on, let's say, the paid side, and so on and so forth. So that's pretty much it, guys, in terms of analyzing your website traffic and trying to really make better decisions. So with that being said, if you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Thank you.